Zamu bayana wannan tarihin kasa Niger. Lokacin Vulezo akwai wahala ya cikin gaskiya mulkin Malaka. Mulkin Malaka is colonialism. Then sun so bude shi karkashin kasa kama kabuburwa ama bamu yardaba, which is they want to bury it under the ground like a grave, but we won't allow it. And then it goes back to, we're going to reveal the history of the country of Niger.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to this discussion element of African Apocalypse. My name's Yvonne Konecki, and I am the founder of Cinema Galau.
The thing I'd like to find out from you, Femi, how long did it take you to write, the script, etc.? How long did the editing take? And how long did the actual filming take as well?
Rob had this film envisaged as a fictional film, which just kind of recounted the story of Voulet. At the same time as Rob was doing that, I was a student at Oxford University, and I was working on Rhodes Must Fall and the movement about Cecil Rhodes and colonialism there. After I graduated, and after Rob had kind of been working on the concept for some years in a very, very different formation, we then met, and the film took a very different shape insofar as it still kind of followed the same journey as the fictional journey, which I'm sure he can tell you about himself, would have taken. But it became a much more personal trip in which my own thoughts about colonialism, my own personal history, and my own reaction to the mission of Voulet became a lot clearer.
In film, we're taught that film is an empathy machine, right? It encourages us to increase our line of sight of empathy. We can see more. We can only care for things that we can see. But I think Femi's approach, and Rob, I think this is where you kind of kick some ass here, was your confrontation with Voulet and addressing him directly shortened that distance.
I liked the way Femi was speaking directly to Voulet, and I liked the way it kind of embeds and imbues Conrad's novel as well.
It makes it feel like we're also addressing Voulet.
That directness of Femi's narration was, I think, what was needed to kind of anchor and ground what we were seeing. It had to be a direct address. It had to be him speaking directly to Voulet for it to have the impact that it did.
That narrative style, that direct addressing to almost the antagonist of the story, although the antagonist generally is actually European colonialism, not just this one individual, but the idea that you have this antagonist who I can address personally and who I'm tracking down, I think allows it to become more drama while still retaining the documentary side and keeping some of that initial fictionary element that Rob had in his initial script, whilst keeping true to the actual story and the fact that it is at the heart of it a documentary.
I think in terms of Niger and France, I hope that this film might in due course lead to some kind of be helpful in terms of some kind of genuine legal political struggle that could actually kind of begin to start to get reparations. And I think maybe as a film in this country, it would be great if similar kinds of things could be done in relation to what happened here.